Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. In this week's nightcap I've got quite a lot of content. I've got some machining I do here. I machined some unions and some fittings for Richard's steam wagon, and then yesterday we'll go down and actually put the fittings I machined onto the wagon. We'll get some steam into the boiler, we'll get the engine running. We've also got a steam leak on the regulator valve that we'll have to sort out because the boiler inspector's coming to check the boiler next Monday. Hopefully I'll be off work. I'll go down there with a camera and we'll get some footage of that. It should be quite interesting. There's some viewer mail coming this week. I'll open that. I also go to the first car boot sale of the season. I went to 2 boot sales actually today. Bought some decent items. I'll show those as well. Earlier on this week I went down to Tanfield's metal spinning. I went down with Richard. Tanfield metal spinners are fairly local to us. I didn't realise what was actually involved in spinning metal. When we went there, the guy in charge, Derek, gave away full run of the place. We had a look around all the machinery. The guys were great. They explained to you what they were doing, how things worked. I watched that being spun from a flat sheet of copper. It's to go on the top of a beer bottle to keep it cool. It's basically a test piece, like a demonstration piece that they do. I'll show some video of that being done. I didn't get any video of the ash pans being spun for Richard's wagon, but Derek did video it for us, so I'm going to re-edit and use some of his video as well. He also gave us a promotional video that shows what the sort of work their company does. I'm going to put this up as well because it is very interesting. If you're interested in metal spinning or metal work, it's certainly well worth watching. Got an update on Debs. Debs is basically the same. She is improving all the time, but it's a very, very slow progress. She has one more injection, which I think is next week, and that's her treatment finished. After that we'll just wait and see. But hopefully once her treatment finishes, she's going to get some of her strength back and get back to the way she was. She's wanting to go back to work. She's actually looking for a job now, which is all good. This is a valve off the bottom of the water tank on Richard's Sentinel steam wagon. It's actually mounted that way up on the tank. The water goes in there. There's a ghost filter in there, but that ghost filter is quite coarse and he's had problems with dirt from the tank getting into the injector. This actually feeds the steam injector that puts water into the boiler. There's one on the opposite side of the tank that feeds the feed pump, the mechanical pump. So what Richard's done is put this fairly modern filter in where the filter goes in. What I need to do is make a union to fit into there, and also to fit onto that copper pipe. Now the thread of this is 11.5 threads to the inch. 11.5 threads to the inch is actually a proper thread. It's a pipe thread, but it's too big a diameter, so I have to machine that down and recut it. I might even need to weld it up once I machine the threads off, depending on how much material there's left. I've also got to make a washer to go on there to seal that into that brass plug, because at the minute it's just in with pipe tape. Because when you screw it in face to face, it's not locking up in the right place, so we need to make a washer for that so it tightens up nice and solid onto that flange. It's under no pressure, it's just gravity fed water, but we don't want any water leaks. Come on, yes. I actually cut the thread on that union the other night, so I can do a 11.5 threads to the inch, and I used the new change wheels I made to enable us to cut imperial threads. So basically the water goes into there, and inside of here I'll take it apart and you can have a look. It's a goat strainer, it's a copper strainer. So everything's got to go through there, nice small holes that'll catch most if not all of the debris. So the first thing to do is measure this up and see how much material I've actually got to play with. It's 1.3 inches. It's 1.2, 1.24. As I say, basically inch and a quarter. It's the same pitch thread, so hopefully I'll be able to machine it slightly deeper and it'll still work out. Like I say, as long as it screws in, there's no pressure on it, it isn't going to be a fantastic pressure fit. And it actually fits onto there, but it's loose. Right, so I've got enough metal to take 60th thou off the outside face and then recut the thread, pick the threads up and cut the threads slightly deeper. Right, that's down to 1.25 inches now. What I need to do is pick up the thread, you cut the thread deeper and hopefully it'll screw in. Right, I've got the lathe running as slow as it'll go. I've got the gearbox and the change wheel set up to cut the thread to the correct pitch. What I need to do is make sure that that tool picks up the original thread. So what I can do is, I start the lathe up and I engage the lead screw. I can move the compound slide in and out like that until it lines up in the centre with the thread. Right, I start the lathe up. You can see how the tool there is going to hit on the crest of the thread, and if I move it in like that, now it's going to hit right in the centre of the thread. So all we're doing now is reverse the lathe, and we'll know for a fact that that tool there, when we wind it in, is going to cut. That's it there, it's going into the thread, so it's at the base of the thread there. Right, that's touching the base of the thread, so 0, our cross slide, wind it out to full turn. Now I need to reverse the lathe because I can't disconnect the feed nuts, otherwise I'll lost the thread. Come on, you bastard. Right, that's it running back over. Luckily I've got a clutch so I can't stop and start the lathe that way. We wind this back in to 0. Put a light put on it. Lead it forwards this time. And this is going to cut a thread straight away. Just pick the thread up quite nicely. Tweak it very slightly forward. Right, it's run off the end. So 0, full turn, lead it backwards. And it's time to try it. Next thing is to part this off. We don't need all that thread. Pushing a nice little lead on the end of the start of the thread. Just clean that ball up as well. That's good, that's nice. It's tight, but that's what I want. As you can see from the picture, we're quite tight up against the back of the cab with this water feed pipe. So what I need to do now, on the other end, look at that for copper pipe. This goes onto here. It's a face-to-face fit. Flat flange goes onto the flat like that. That's the way they do. Or the way they did steam fittings in the day. Right, when this tightens up, that's tightened up there, and I've got about 1/3 of an inch wasted space. So if I take a quarter off that, it'll fetch the nut right up nearly touching the fitting, and that 1/4 inch is going to make a big difference as to how this goes together. Now we've got 3/8 there, so if I take a quarter off the end of that, right, that's there, 250 thou. This package turned up at work last week. It hasn't got my name on, it's just addressed to the garage, but I just automatically assumed it would be mine. It's from a gentleman called Robert Fernstrom. Robert comes from Sweden, so it's a quite a heavy package to be sent all the way from Sweden. As you can see, it's been quite well secured with some 6mm nuts and bolts. We'll open it up and see exactly what Robert sent us. There's paperwork in here. I think it's just been put in as packing for you and simply packing, that's all that's been. Oh, this looks interesting. Right, we'll open this little one first. Straight away I recognise those as quarter and 5/16 Whitworth. They are. These are brand new 3/16 Whitworth taps. I've got a friend that he restores vintage machinery, smallish stuff. He'll be getting a share of these. I don't think I've got a 3/16 Whitworth, to tell you the truth, but it's not a decent one. Quarter weight. These are brand new. Obviously they're old, but they're brand new. Brand new as a full set there. Looks like 2 number 1s and 1 number 2 top. A brand spanking new, and they're quarter Whitworth. From what I understand, quarter Whitworth is the weakest tap in the world. Easiest tap to break. Oh. Inch by 8 UNC. SKF Swedish tap, real good quality. Brand spanking new. 3/4 by 10 UNC and 7/8 by 9 UNC. These will be handy. I think Richard Steamwagon has quite a lot of UNC stuff on there. These are good threads, they're still usable threads. I've got some UNF. I like a 1/2 inch UNF thread. That's a nice engineering thread. Oh, that's nice. .5/16 Whitworth die. They're 5mm drills, little spot drills, they're very handy. 5/8 weight. These will be getting used now that I'm helping Richard restore his steam wagon. There's a lot of Whitworth, it's all Whitworth UNF, BSF, inch Whitworth, Johansson, Sweden. I don't think it's been used. Half-inch weight. Once again, it's old, but they're brand new. Another 1/2 inch Whitworth. Johansson, Sweden. I'm not pronounced Johansson or Johansson. Right. SKF. These are UNC. There's a set of them. 1/2 inch, they're 9/16. 1/2 inch. 3/8. That's a 1/4 weight. I've got a box with some old whipper taps and dies in, but they're all old and they're all blunt. These are old and new. There's a full set there. 7/8 UNC. A taper tap, second tap and a plug tap. I tell they're new because there's no wear on the square on the head. There's no wear at all on the teeth, nice and sharp. But right, that's great, thanks very much. I'll get these put away in their respective drawers and I can assure you that they will be used. Or I don't use, I'm never ever going to use 3 of them, so what I don't use I'll swap or I'll give away to my friends. Thank you very much, really do appreciate it.